This is Dr. Kilgore from Dr. Kilgore's World with another flipped math learning video. Our learning goal is I can add and subtract fractions with like denominators. So by the end of the lesson, that's what you should be able to do. Add and subtract fractions with like denominators. We have no new vocabulary for this lesson. We're going to be learning all of this, or using all of the skills that we've learned about fractions up to this point to be able to add and subtract with like denominators. So let's look at our strategies for success. Step 1, check and make sure they're the same denominator. Don't just guess that they are, make sure that they are. Then you're going to line up the fractions, copy the denominator down to your answer because it stays the same. Then check the sign to determine your numerator and always simplify. Every single time you turn it into the teacher after you've simplified. So let's look at some practice problems for adding and subtracting with like denominators. Our first problem, we have 1/4 plus 1/4. Now, with this process, you can do it horizontally like this. However, because I know what comes in fractions, I prefer to write them vertically in order to solve them. So your first step is writing them out. Your second step, we are going to, like our denominator is going to stay fourths. Our sign is addition, so 1 plus 1 equals 2. That is 2/4. I see though that 2 will go into both of those numbers. So I'm going to divide to get the simplest form, which is 1/2. I am turning 1/2 into the teacher. Our next fraction is 5/6. Subtract 3/6. Again, I'm going to write these vertically because it's easier later on. So when you look at this, we have 6ths and 6ths. That means our 6ths are coming down here. We have 5 minus 3 is 2. And again, I see 2 will go into both of these numbers. So 2/2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And 6 divided by 2 is 3. So our simplest form is 1/3. Let's go ahead and do a few more together, and then I will go ahead and have you do some on your own. Let's look at 6/9 plus 2/9. Again, I'm going to write them vertically. My denominator is the same, so it is going to be my denominator. I have 6 plus 2, which is 8. 8/9 cannot be simplified, so that is my answer. Okay, I have 6/7, and I'm going to add to that 5/7. So 6/7 plus 5/7. 7/7. That means my denominator is 7. 6 plus 5 is 11. And look, we have an improper fraction. This means I'm going to do division to make that into a mixed number. 11 divided by 7. 7 will go into 11 one time. 1 times 7 is 7. 11 minus 7 is 4, and 4/7. So that equals 1 4/7. Okay, let's do some try it on your own problems now. Let me give you a few. 7/12, subtract 5/12, and 1/2 plus 1/2. Go ahead and pause the video right now. Write these down and try them, and then come back and work them out with me. Okay, let's write them vertically. 12/12, that means my fraction is going to have 12 as a denominator. 7 minus 5 is 2. 2 will go into 12, so I have to divide by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So my answer is 1/6. We have 1/2 plus 1/2. I know that's going to be a whole, but let's work it out anyway. 2 is my denominator. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 halves equals 1 whole. Let's do just a few more practice before you move on to your next activity. Let's look at 3/4 and subtract 1/4. And then 4/6, subtract 1/6. Go ahead and pause the video now and work these, and then come back and check your work with me. So we write them vertically. 3/4, subtract 1/4. 4/4. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2/4. 2 will go into 4, so I divide by 2 halves. 1/2 is my answer. 4/6, subtract 1/6. They are like denominators, so I'm working with sixths. 4 minus 1 equals 3. 3 will go into 6, so I'm going to divide by 3/3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And again, we have 1/2. So I hope that this video has helped you to remember subtracting and adding fractions with like denominators. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you on the next learning video.